Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Fusion Inspired Kitchens. It's nice to be on the camera again. We're not doing close-up shots of the curry today. I'm going to talk you through how to cook this beautiful chicken vindaloo that we're cooking today. It's highly requested, it's absolutely beautiful. It's nice and spicy. So let's crack on. Before we start marinating and cooking our dish, just take a look at these beautiful dry spices here. We've got Kashmir red chili powder here. We've got the cumin powder. We've got, this is the red, the one I'm moving now. That's a red chili powder. That's going to give it that heat. Then we've got the coriander powder. We've got the black pepper. We've got garam masala. We've got the turmeric. We've got the fennel seeds, and also ignore the measurements on these. If you can see them, these aren't the accurate exact measurements, they're just for display. So, but just take a look at that. So now we're going to marinate our chicken. So let's marinate our chicken now. Lovely pieces of chicken breast, and we're going to add to that some garlic and ginger paste. This is a really light marinade. We're going to add some salt and some lemon juice. And we're going to add a little bit of turmeric to give it a nice colour, not too much. And now we're going to mix this, and we're going to set it aside for 15 minutes to half an hour. So now let's cook this beautiful dish. So start off with, we're going to put some oil in a hot pan, bismillah. I'm just going to let that, it's already hot, but it's going to give it another few seconds. We're going to put some cumin seeds in there. We just temper those, give it a nice flavour. Just going to let that cook for about 30 seconds. So now we're going to add our garlic ginger paste. Onions. If you see, today's onions have actually been blitzed, so there's no chopping, there's none of that. Just put it in a blender, put a little bit of water and just blitz it. It's a really nice onion paste. You can see those cumin seeds as well. Take a look at those cumin seeds, that gives it, it really flavours the oil so well. Alright, so we're going to add some tomato puree. I've used the tomato puree from when I've just squeezed out from the squeezy bottle type ones. Normally with the tomato puree I might add a little bit of water, but with this one I haven't. So we're going to let this cook for about 2-3 minutes, and before we do that we need to add some salt. Let's add our salt. I'm just going to let this cook for 2 minutes. Even though the onions have softened, I'm just going to put a lid on it and just let it nicely cook with that tomato puree, the garlic and ginger paste. Now it's time to add our dry spices. Just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so let's add our spices now. Spice will be cooking for about 2-3 minutes. Come and have a look. Take a look at that. We're going to add our chicken now. I haven't put the chili powder in yet. I'm going to put it in just after the chicken. So let's add our chicken. At this point we're going to whack our heat up to high for a couple of minutes. This chicken is now cooking for about 3 minutes on a high heat. Take a look at that. Really nice, sizzling away. Wish you guys could smell it. Right, now we're going to add our red chili powder. This is what's going to give it its heat. I'm going to let the red chili powder cook for a couple of minutes, get that rawness out, and then we're going to add some water. Right, so it's been about 3 minutes on a medium heat. We're going to add some water now. Not too much, because we are using a base gravy today. It's the base gravy that I made. If you watch my base gravy video, you see how I make it. So now I'm going to put this on a medium to low and let it cook for another minute or so, because I need to add the potatoes. You don't have to add the potatoes, but you know when you go and have a vindaloo in an Indian restaurant, they always have potatoes in there. Not a huge amount, a couple of pieces. So let's just cook this for another couple of minutes. So now let's add our potatoes. These potatoes won't take that long to cook, but we'll give it a nice mix, and then we're going to put the lid on and cook for about 5 to 6 minutes and come and check on the potatoes. You don't want the potatoes too soft. We've still got a lot of stuff to add, like black pepper, what is that, with our vinegar. That is a must in a vindaloo. You need to add the vinegar. So it's been about 8 or 9 minutes now. We'll cook this on a medium heat. Just look at that. I know it's dried out a little bit, but because I haven't added a lot of water, because I'm going to be adding the base gravy to that. So now we're going to add our vinegar. We're going to add our vinegar. This is what's really going to bring it together. Black pepper. So we're going to cook this for another minute or so. They're going to add our base gravy. The gravy, when you add it, needs to be piping hot. And it won't take a lot of cooking now, because pretty much everything is pretty much cooked now. Chicken's done. Potatoes, we'll check the potatoes, they're nearly done. The base gravy, let's take a look at that. It's nice and hot. We're going to add this to our vindaloo now and give you that 100% Indian restaurant style texture of your dish. If you check my video out how to make this, it's really nice and simple. So now it's time for us to add our base gravy. We need a bit more moisture in that, just look at that. Wow, this is going to give you your restaurant vindaloo. We're going to add a little bit more. And just let this cook for a couple of minutes. Add a little bit more. I'm not going to add any more. I actually like it quite dry. Alright, so let's just let this cook for a couple of minutes and it should be done. Our quick finishing touches. some green chilies, lots of coriander. We're going to add some tomatoes. Let this cook for another minute or so. And now let's check our vindaloo. Look at that. Does that not look beautiful? I put the tomatoes in last minute. Just want to keep it a bit of a texture to it. Put the green chilies. You don't have to add the green chilies. And what we're going to do, just to sprinkle a little bit of garam masala at the end, just on the top now. A little bit of garam masala, just to finish it off. And let's get this all served up now with a bit of rice, or if you've got naan, chapati, anything like that will really go well. Everyone, our vindaloo's ready. Look at that. We've got our rice here as well, got a bit of rice. And now let's just serve it up. Really nice, and it's got a tanginess. It's got that heat. Absolutely gorgeous. Just have a look at that. You can make it a bit more, put a bit more gravy in it, but I really like that kind of consistency. Hope you guys really enjoyed that, guys. Really nice vindaloo, absolutely beautiful. If you like my content, please subscribe, share this with your friends and family, comment, like, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.